Hey, how's it going? ZmanTheTech here. I want to thank you for tuning in to SnoleyGames. As always, I appreciate you very much. And today we're taking a look at Formula Retro Racing on Nintendo Switch, which is a fairly new entry on the system as far as low poly 3D racers. And I wanted to go ahead and showcase what to expect with this game. Uh, not not really a review, but kind of just a first impressions sort of a deal. Um, and just kind of let you know what to expect. You know what I mean? So, without much further ado, we're gonna hop in. And yeah, so first, I like to check out the settings, see what options we have. Okay, so scenery animation, you got your music volume, sound effects volume, and tacho position, which is set to top here. Excuse me. So, let's back out, go back to the main menu, and alright, so we have Arcade, Grand Prix, Eliminator, which is you got to maintain the position to stay in the race. Single or multiplayer Grand Prix racing. This is where we're going to be able to do our split screen. As far as I know, there actually isn't a online mode, sadly. So that's where this game is going to lack. But everywhere else, it does pretty well. And we got free practice, so you can get to know each track on your own without any interruptions. Because I'll tell you right now, the AI will literally get in your way. Like they will get in your way hardcore. So let's do a little bit of arcade, just classic arcade style. This is going to be more reminiscent of I would say more along the lines of like virtual racing, something like that. As you can see, I have messed around with this a little bit on just on the first course here, City Loop, and then a little bit on Ocean View. But yeah, everything else is going to be relatively fresh. So we're going to go ahead and stick to beginner, just to get a feel for it again. Because it's been a minute since I touched this. All right. As far as stats go, every car is pretty much the same. It's just a matter of what color you want. So, I'll go through all these just so you can see them. This is pretty cool. The two-tone colors. Okay, well, we're running out of time, so I'm going to go to the one I want here, which is blue. Okay, automatic or manual. I usually just do manual. I'm not too much into the that realistic of stuff, and I've never actually driven standard shift vehicle, so I wouldn't know much about that anyway. All right, so if for those that are wanting to do the gear shift, it is Y and A. ZR to accelerate, ZL to brake, and you can steer with the joystick. Change your views with the shoulder buttons. All right, let's get it in before it forces us to. All right. Now I will say smoothness pretty much goes along the lines. Oh my gosh. Smoothness it goes along the lines of I would say it's closer to hot shot racing, but the overall style reminds me very much of like virtual racing. But yeah, if you go off the course at all just a little bit, it is like super crucial, as far as regaining your bearings there. And there is damage. You just basically restart if you crash and blow up, though. But it will slow you down ultimately. So you really don't want to crash at all or slow down at all if you can help it. Oh. I will say there's quite a few laps in arcade. I think that does differ in Grand Prix. I think they shorten the laps. So, as far as the difficulty, aside from the AI, of course, what you're going to notice is that the amount of, time that you have that you get at the checkpoints is a lot shorter. So you really have to there is no room for error, like the higher the difficulty. So just keep that in mind. All right, I am still position 3 here, so we got time. And you know, this is just strictly, you know, at its core, it's just a racing game. There isn't like like a boosting system or anything like that. I'm not sure about slipstreams. I'll have to test that theory here in just a moment. Okay, we've secured first place here. But I will say, out of all the 3D low poly racing games that I've played, specifically on the Switch, that are available like right now, I think this is probably one of the better looking ones. And as far as mechanics go, and for this not to like have a heavy emphasis on drifting, like Hot Shot Racing does, I do appreciate that. You know, I think it definitely, it's like a blend of Hot Shot Racing and Virtua Racing. I think is the best way I can put it. All right, so we are starting to lap folks now. That's pretty common in circuit kind of games like this. So there we go. So yeah, this course is probably like, it's definitely the easiest one. It's just a loop, and that typically happens like in these kind of games like Daytona, Virtua Racing. You know, the first course is usually relatively just a loop, and it's literally called City Loop. So, but interestingly enough, the second course, Ocean View, ramps things up quite a bit, because like there's a lot more tighter turns. They tend to get the other racers tend to get in your way a lot, in comparison. So it's a lot more kind of ridiculous to deal with. It really is a shame that they don't have online for this though, because I mean, I'm like, oh gosh, oh, he crashed, oh no, because I'm pretty here they go with that ramming. I'm pretty attached to Virtua Racing just over the years, you know. Granted, you know, I know the Genesis version wasn't very great, especially by today's standards. Like going back to play it, oh man, the frame rate just and just the muddiness of the 3D polygons and everything. It's still amazing that it was able to even run on Genesis though. Like this was kind of during that time where that technology was starting to, you know, like break through with like Star Fox and, you know, stuff like that. And then oh really see that, yeah, they're really nasty in this. You saw it firsthand. I'm literally 14th position now. It's going to be really hard to get up there. I mean, it's only lap 2, so we've got time. But yeah. And they see he slows down, so it's like you get stuck to his bumper or spoiler or whatever. All right, we got, like I said, we're on beginner, so we have ample time extension, so I'm not too worried about it. Like they get right in your way, man. Like it's so hard not to hit them, and it's like the slightest little hit, it's like mass hysteria. Like, like it's ridiculous. That's the only thing I can say is that what makes this game definitely more challenging than anything else I've played right now. Kind of, I mean, I guess I kind of had like a similar issue with Horizon Chase Turbo. Like if you get too close behind somebody and you bump them, it actually speeds them up like crazy, and makes it harder for you to catch up to them and then get past them, and then let alone try to catch whoever's in front of them. So really don't want to bump into anybody in that game. The same thing kind of applies here. It's just more worse as far as what happens to you or what can happen. So See, we're on lap 4. See, I just barely rode off the road there onto the sidewalk area, and it just slows you down like crazy. All right, last lap. I don't know if I can make it, but we're just gonna keep it rocking. I imagine there's a restart or something. I haven't really messed with it, but. But yeah, for those new here, you know, what I do typically is I check out games for about 15 to 20 minutes or more, just to give you an idea of what to expect. I try to cover as much as I can as far as the modes, things like that, and we keep it pushing, you know. But if you want to see more, you already know what to do. Drop it down in the comments. Let me know. I can definitely make it a point to, you know what I'm saying, showcase some more of the game. All right. So that one is already there, is only there because I've already beaten that one on beginner, but it took me a while. It's like I said, I had a pretty jacked up start, so. But yeah, excuse me, we're at 11 minutes here, so yeah, just keeping it pushing here. I know if I jump into Grand Prix, it probably would eat through the time there, so I'm just showing you arcade mode for now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's one of those like super hard turns that you have to slow down dang near like at least 80 to 90% to make sure that you can actually make the turn. Combination of you know, letting off the gas and hitting the brakes as needed, like your standard racing games would require. Definitely more so in these type though. Alright, still got in the grass a little bit, but it's okay. Gonna get past this 6th position racer here. There we go. But yeah, I definitely would recommend this to anyone that is also a fan of virtual racing or games during that era that particularly have this look with low poly 3D graphics. But yeah, aside from that, this is pretty pretty cut and dry experience. So yeah, really for the you know, arcade racing enthusiasts and the like. Oh, jeez. I'm doing horrible, but we're in first, so let's see how long we can keep it. Get off me, bruh. And sadly, I haven't had the chance to try out multiplayer, but it is up to 4-player split, so just keep that in mind as well. I don't know if, because I haven't tried yet, I don't know if it still includes some of the computer racers. I imagine it would, because there's literally 20 in single player, so just making it the only 4 would make it a little kind of boring, I think. So it definitely would help to have some extra racers to kind of go against and, you know, lap and everything like that, just to give you the sense of, you know, hey, I'm doing work out here. You know what I'm saying? So we'll have to test that theory when I have someone to try it out with. Soundtracks are pretty decent. So I will say that I am enjoying the soundtrack so far. Definitely has a retro aesthetic to it, but more modernized, so I can appreciate that. Oh no! Ugh. I'm surprised I haven't blown up yet. All right, let's get it. All right, so you get online leaderboards as well. That you do get, just not the online play, sadly. I will go and check just to make sure, but I want to say it's probably going to make me... It's probably going to search for more controllers. So we'll back out. Since we're at 16 minutes here, kind of just want to take a peek at what else we can mess with really quick before too late. Let's say Eliminator is definitely, you know, got to maintain that position. So we kind of get that. It's kind of like, what do they call that? Endurance or domination or something. I don't know. I forget what they call that, but or Eliminator, just that itself. Pretty basic. So we go to Grand Prix. All right, just me. Okay. So this is where the opportunity for the other racers to join in. But since it's just me, I should still be able to do Grand Prix by on my own here. We'll just keep it at player 1, I guess. Okay, so... I'm guessing it's just a... oh, they got different things down there, too. Can't select them yet. Well, just for the sake... okay. I guess we can try to put it on expert since we're just trying out Grand Prix really quick. Oh, you can set the laps. Okay. Yeah, let's go to 3. And then we'll stop after this race. Probably not going to get far, but we'll give it a shot. So really, I honestly can't really see too much of a difference here, but we'll see. Other than like the amount of laps you have. And like I said, our checkpoints are going to be, they're going to give us a lot less time to, or maybe it doesn't go by that at all in Grand Prix. That might be just an arcade thing. Try not to hit them, but also don't want to go off on the side either. I can definitely see it being a lot more difficult just in general from lesser laps, because like I said, if you bump into anybody or you crash and blow up, like it's so difficult to get back. So yeah, it doesn't look like there's checkpoints in this one. So this is more in tune with just straight up just racing. I was thinking it was going to be like a series of races or something like most, you know, Grand Prix. But we'll see if we can get a good score on this at least. Got one more lap to get up there, and we're already 4th position, so not too bad. We can check out some of the other views too, since I haven't shown that off yet. Okay. Pretty basic, but not too bad. Okay. Oh yeah. So it looks like it adds those points up, and then you just choose. So it's interesting. You don't have to particularly choose the next one as far as the order. Okay, so we're unlocking some as we go. We got Speed Oval, which is definitely even more of a... Well, it's an oval. But, yeah. So we're unlocking more as we go. That's pretty cool. But I'm going to back out for now. I know it's going to reset everything as far as, you know, the score. But, yeah, I guess you can just do everything in whatever order you want. And then after a certain amount of points have been achieved, then it'll announce a winner. So yeah, pretty cool. All right, but yeah, that's pretty much it as far as what I wanted to show for Formula Retro Racing. So again, if you want to see more of this, more in depth, like a full Grand Prix or Eliminator or anything like that, definitely let me know in the comments. I'll make that happen to the best of my ability. And we'll leave it there. You know what I'm saying? If you like what you saw, definitely like, comment, subscribe. Remember to keep it locked to SnoleyGames for all of your indie game, third-party game, tech review coverage, and sometimes Nintendo and retro games thrown in the mix. All right? Y'all have a good one. Take care.